So I am wondering, how are you doing with this holiday thing? Looking forward to restful vacation days and lovely time of gratitude and gift giving and thanks with family? Or maybe it's a little stickier than that. Are you stressed out about all the people coming to visit or all the travel you have to do? Do you still have loads of shopping left that you haven't even started to look at yet, or wishing why the heck you didn't take that turkey out of the freezer a day earlier? Um, Perhaps dreading those conversations with probing questions about your love life and your job and your income and your politics, or the way your brother always drinks a little bit too much and opens his mouth, or the way your parents bicker, or the way that you find yourself as a adult with your life all in order, still vying for, your mother's attention with your siblings. What is it? What is it about the holidays that is standing between you and really experiencing a joyful season? Or just, letting it go and letting it just be ease, and letting go of the expectations that surround us about what it should be like. So I wanted to walk you through this. Go back to all those things I just said and all your own experiences, and what you're just kind of when you think about the next month and a half, and just bring up the energy of that. Just bring up that anxiety. Really focus on those conversations, those interactions that you're not looking forward to, or whatever it is. Just bring that up. Bring it up to the point where you almost start feeling your heart beat a little faster. Bring up the energy of that. Take a breath, and let your body relax a little in spite of that, and ask, what is the story behind this? Think about whatever's triggering that holiday anxiety and ask, I wonder, what is the story behind this? What is it? And I'm not asking you to use your mind to chew on it and think back and come up with an explanation. I'm asking you to just ask the question and let yourself just be aware of what comes up, the energy that comes up. You might get a flash of some kind of awareness around what it's connected to, but don't dwell in that. Just let it come up, whatever the energy that comes up. When you bring up the issue, bring up the stickiness, and then ask, what is the story behind this? What is the story behind this? And what would it take for it to change? Yeah. What is the story behind this? And what would it take for it to change? What story have I bought that may not even belong to me about this? And what would it take for me to just let go of that and allow it to change? What story have I bought behind this that may not even belong to me? Yeah, and what would it take to change it? And as you go through the next days, weeks, through this holiday season, anytime you feel that anxiousness or that dread come up, that goad that you need to get a bunch done that you haven't even addressed, and how can you possibly get to it, or whatever it is, just bring that up and ask. Just ask that question. What is the story behind this? What am I choosing that could be entirely different? What is the story behind this? And what would it take to change it? Beautiful. Yeah. And if you do that, if you're willing to notice when the anxiety, when the worry, dread comes up, and ask those questions, even in the moment when you're actually there sitting around the table or visiting on the couch or whatever it is, even as you're the only vegetarian or the only single woman or the only Democrat or the only Republican or the only stay-at-home mom or the only one who has a career that she's dedicated to, or whatever it is, when you notice that sense, that stickiness come up, the self-consciousness, whatever, ask, what is the story behind this? And what would it take to change it? And if you are willing to ask, notice and ask, notice and ask, notice and ask, it will shift. It will change. And I don't know what that will look like, but if you're open to that possibility, it will create some lightness and some ease and a possibility of joy for you in this holiday season. However, in whatever way that looks for you. And if you are looking for even more change, if you're looking for even more joy and more ease, I'd like to invite you to consider doing a session with me. By the way, my name is Michelle Noble with Noble Steps Healing. And the work I do, even if you only have time in the next few weeks for one session, it will be like a little mini vacation. It will be an hour and a half of just letting go of all that, and you will come away in a different state of mind. And there is still time in the next few weeks before Christmas and New Year's to do a 3-session package. And that's what a lot of people choose, is a 3-session program as a way to start. And getting three sessions within a 3 or 4 week period really does create a lot of change. It's a really dynamic way to shift where you feel stuck here at the end of 2015 and really step into being open for new possibilities and to finally make all those changes that you have been wanting to make, maybe been on your New Year's resolution list for years and they keep popping up and you'd like to really set yourself up for something new. Or maybe if you are really ready for something different, I would invite you to consider getting a session a week for the next 8 weeks, going into the new year, carrying you over into the new year to really make changes in whatever area of life has felt so stuck, so unchangeable to you, and yet you are ready. You are ready to demand a change, and this is the year for that. If that sounds exciting, if you feel yourself going, oh, yes, that's for me, or you feel yourself going, oh, I'd like to believe that's possible, and yet I've been disappointed so many times. You feel that feeling that could almost be fear and anxiety, but there's a little spot you know it's actually excitement for something new. I invite you to go to noblestepsforyou.com/new possibilities. And I will put there some information and a way to connect with me so that we can get you started on either just welcoming a little more ease, a little more possibility in this holiday season, which you so much desire and deserve, or maybe setting yourself up for the best 2016 that could ever be beyond your imagining, beyond whatever you thought was possible. noblestepsforyou.com/new possibilities. Gratitude for all of you. Thanks for watching and listening. Joy, ease, blessings.